Hey guys, this is SansCorpsTarot, and today I am back again with another pick a card reading. This one is going to be all about whether or not this connection is all in your head. So, a little bit of, a trigger warning beforehand. Only watch this reading if you are willing to hear the answer, yes, this connection is all in your head. Because I'm going to give exactly the messages as I see them. I'm going to try to deliver it as nicely as possible. These are readings that I love to watch too because I have rose-colored glasses all the time when I meet new people. And so these readings are really helpful for me to sort of decipher the energy that I'm experiencing. So I'm hoping to bring the same clarity to you guys. I do love these readings. I'm going to try to keep it short. I'm going to try to get only the messages that we need to know, I'm going to try to really quickly confirm whoever it is that you're thinking about, confirm their energy, and then I'll get right into, whether or not this connection is all in your head. So I am intending for you guys to have a connection in your head already coming into this. So think about your person, and then we have 4 groups. So group 1, you have divine order. These are all from the Mary Magdalene deck. Group number 2, you have family. Group number 3, you have gratitude. And group number 4, you have confusion, which is a very, on-topic card to have. Is this connection all in your head? I don't know. Maybe you're confused, group 4. But so meditate on the energy of this connection, get yourself in its energy, and then meditate on the energy of the cards, and then go to whichever group you think has the same energy as your connection. And I will see you guys there. Bye. Hey group 1, if you chose divine order, this will be your reading all about whether or not this connection is all in your head. So first I'm going to pick out some Scrabble letters to get some potential initials of this person or your initials just to confirm the energy that you chose the right group. So hold on, I'm going to get some initials for group 1. Some initials for group 1 or the person. Alright, so we have S-U, I'm getting soup, S-U-E, so maybe one of your guys' names is Sue or Susan, or maybe that's like a mom's name. Oh, we have 2 R's, so you guys could have double letters in your name. I'm getting sorry, so maybe you guys, this is not the right way to spell it. So sorry, like it could be like sorry, so maybe you have like a past with this person, or maybe there's something that they did that they need to apologize to. Or also, maybe you guys are from the culture where you wear saris. I'm pretty sure it's Indian culture where you use saris. So yeah, take what resonates though, of course. We have sax. Maybe you guys play the saxophone. We also have sex. So maybe you guys do have some sort of past with this person. Maybe this isn't a completely new person. I also want to say sorry in case you see like my foot or anything in the frame. I am such an antsy sitter. I hate sitting down for these readings. But okay, so these are some initials. You guys also have the blank, which right now there's a Z written on it, so maybe Z is your initial, or also you could just take that. I mean, with divine order, there is something about, fatedness, reconnection, and sort of blank slates. So let's just sort of jump into this energy. So I'm getting that this probably is maybe someone that you have a past with, but I'm going to get some Cards Against Humanity cards just to sort of suss out your pre-existing, or you know what, I'm going to get actually some tarot cards just to suss out your pre-existing connection, what sort of connection it is. So here I'm going to leave the initials right over here for you guys to, if you guys want to keep looking at them throughout the reading. So I'm gonna just get some tarot cards about your pre-existing connection, but I'm already sort of getting that it's someone that you probably have a past with. Let's see. So what's the energy of pile one's person in their life right now? So Seven of Swords. Interesting. Okay, let's get another card about it. The pile one's person's energy in their life right now. So it's Seven of Swords, Six of Wands. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Let's do something else. Yeah. And then Two of Cups. Wow. So yeah, I think that this is a return energy. I think that this is someone that you've probably, you have some sort of romantic past with them. You have some, this is probably not a new person. If it is a completely new person, then maybe you guys will want to pick another group or something. But I'm getting for most of you, I think this is like someone from the past, someone that you may have already had some sort of romantic connection with, and maybe you like split away from them, and maybe that's why you're sort of coming to this reading. You may be thinking, was I right to split away? Or maybe you were thinking, could this person have changed? Could there be like a rebirth in this connection? But so let's see, is this connection all in pile one's head? So we have the Seven of Swords. So it's hard for me to like remember the meaning of the tarot cards when the presentations are so different from like the traditional deck. So the Six of Wands, though, well, hold on, let me look it up, because I get the Six of Wands and the Four of Wands confused a lot. So, and I can, okay, the Six of Wands, yes. So they both have like a very celebratory energy, and that's why I get them sort of confused. The Four of Wands, though, is more about tradition, and the Six of Wands is more about like, crowning to be able to get that celebration. Whereas the Four of Wands is almost like, the foundation where you already get to celebrate because that solid foundation is there and was built, and it's like a joyous homecoming energy. The Six of Wands is like, it could be read as a little bit before that homecoming energy or a little bit after that homecoming energy, so there is some sort of just return energy for this person. Maybe this wasn't even a real connection that you had. It could have been just like someone that you had a crush on in the past, but I think that there was sort of a break, or like a separation point, I think if this was a crush that you had in the past, I think that it was, if this was a crush that you had, I think it was from like a while ago, and I think that maybe you got over it, or you had other connections since then, and maybe this is just sort of a crush that you're rethinking about again, recontemplating, but I think that definitely this is this is not like really a new person. This is someone whose energy you've like contemplated before. So let's see. Let's get pile one. Is this connection all in their head? Let's get right to the juicy bit. So with divine order, and you guys have the Two of Cups, there is some aspect of like, I think regardless of whether or not this connection is all in your head, I think that you guys play important roles in each other's lives. I'm not that quick to label it a soulmate. I'm not that quick to label it a karmic, but basically someone who could have either of those energies, someone who's in your life and they brought the Two of Cups. Maybe they made you feel really happy, fulfilled, excited, even if just for a short period of time. But I think that there's also probably someone who you never like, either you never united with them, you never went into union with them to begin with, or you did and you broke away pretty quickly from each other because there were some like lessons attached to it. That's sort of the energy that divine order always gives me. But let's see, is this connection all in their head? Is this connection all in pile one's head? Oh my gosh, Ace of Cups. So let's see, we have the Ace of Cups. So that's telling me there is love here. Ace of Cups, wow. We have Ace of Cups and then the Fool. So let's see, let's get another card. Is this connection all in pile one's head? Judgment. Okay. So, I'm going to rearrange how I have these. I'm going to put these over here just because I do want to get some clarifiers for each of these cards. So I'm going to get some clarifiers for each of these cards. So Ace of Cups and the Fool tells me, no, this relationship is not all in your head. But the Judgment card is always an intense card for me to come out, which isn't really surprising because there is sort of an unexpected intensity to this connection. I think even me, when I first pulled Divine Order for this group, I was like, okay, it's Divine Order, but it's probably not going to mean something like Divine Order. But I'm getting that it really is. So I'm feeling like this is a connection that probably you underestimated at first. Because I definitely underestimated it too. And I think regardless of outcome, this is definitely, before I said I wasn't quick to label a soulmate, but I do want to say this is definitely a soul connection. So, I think this is probably a soulmate. And even if it's a soulmate, though, I think that it's someone that you just had to learn lessons with in the past, or, if you met them a little bit ago, you just had it wasn't the right time for you guys to come together. You guys still both had some lessons to learn. But let's clarify the Ace of Cups, because these cards are very, very promising. It's telling me that there's definitely a connection here, an important connection here. Let's see, can you clarify the Ace of Cups? And the fact that it's the Cups, the Ace of Cups, there's definitely romantic, emotional fulfillment here. Ace of Cups, wow, clarified by the Chariot. The Chariot was peeking back at the bottom of the deck before. Wow, so let's get a clarifier for the Fool. So I think, okay, no, this connection is not all in your head. Definitely, most certainly not. Wow. So the Fool, wow, that was incredible. So the Fool, clarifying it, Ace of Swords, and the Knight of Swords just simply, it had to come out, I was really doing my hardest to keep it in the deck, but it just flipped through my fingers and just made itself come out. So that's very important. So the Fool, this person is very eager for a new beginning with you. Let me just say, you're very eager for a new beginning with them. They're eager for a new beginning with you. I think that for a lot of you, this maybe never was able to ground before. Maybe it was only ever a crush that you kept in your head. For some of you, it could be an actual ex, but there's going to be a new cycle in this relationship. It is not all in your head. Let's get a clarifier for the Judgment card. Wow, clarifier for the Judgment card is the Devil. Wow, that is okay, so I want to say this connection is not all in your head. This person is definitely, oh my god, okay, making sure my foot's not in the frame. This person is definitely very, very into you, and they want to express it. You guys want to express it to each other. Okay, so no, this relationship is not in your head. But what I do want to say is that there is still, karmic lessons tied to it. So, the feelings that this person has for you, because I do feel like you guys probably are in a little bit of a separation now and are just sort of, rethinking of the other person. I'm getting that this is an energy, that where you met this person a little bit ago, and now you're just sort of rethinking about their energy, recontemplating their energy. Maybe you're a little bit bored in life and you're thinking about maybe my soulmate's actually this person, maybe you don't have any romantic suitors right now, and so you're feeling a little bored and you're feeling a little, I'll just think about the past. But I think regardless, even if that is sort of what brought up this person, this is definitely a very intense soul connected connection. So you guys are connected on a soul level, and I'm feeling like this person is also, feeling your connection, and I'm feeling like they're probably mirroring you a lot. So, even if this is someone you met like years ago and you haven't seen them or heard from them in the longest time, but you're just randomly thinking about them now, I think it's because they're thinking about you too. Maybe not, because they're thinking about you too, but I think that there's a mirrored energy where you guys do have that sort of soul psychic bond, and you guys are able to sort of like, you guys mirror each other when you guys think about each other. Um, and with the Fool card here, the Fool card here, the Fool card talks about new beginnings, and then the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Swords tells me that someone is going to be very aggressive and intense about this new beginning and very vocal about it. So I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if this person reaches out to you. And it may seem very, especially with divine order, I'm getting the energy that it could be like, it could be a very highly like spiritual moment for you. It could be you're thinking about this person and it's not someone maybe that you've seen or talked to in a little bit, but as you are thinking about them, they reach out to you and ask to reconnect, or they just like are like, hey, what's up, haven't heard from you in a while, want to talk? So there is, and I think when they do that, you're gonna be like, oh my god, like this is insane. Like I was just thinking about them. I can't believe that they, popped into my physical space after me just thinking about them. And I think that it speaks to both your sort of psychic intuition, but also the bond that you guys have with each other. So yeah, that bond is definitely not in your head. But there is an energy of, because we have the Judgment card, which is always an intense card for me, getting clarified by the Devil, which is another like objectively intense card. Um, so you guys do have some lessons to learn from each other. You had some lessons to learn in the past, and I think you guys may still have some lessons to learn from each other. So this connection is not all in your head, but I don't want to say that this is like going to be all like rainbows and butterflies, because I think that this is going to be well, I'm not going to say that it's not going to be all rainbows and butterflies, but you guys have some hurdles to come across, especially because I feel like it is such like a weirdly intense energy that you guys have together. Because it was like, yeah, you guys connected in the past in some way, separated, and now just spontaneously you both are thinking about each other at the same time, and you guys are both very eager to actually make a move on the other now. But I'm feeling like you probably won't, but I wouldn't be surprised if this person contacts you. And if you do contact them, if you make the first move, then I think that they're going to be like, oh my God, I was just thinking about you. I was just thinking about contacting you now. I mean, but you did have the first card as the Ace of Cups clarified by the Chariot. This relationship has a lot of potential. You guys both feel its potential, and you guys are both willing to see it through, basically. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it there though, pile one. So no, this connection is not all in your head, which is kind of crazy because I think you definitely underestimated it at first. I think you very well may have come into this reading thinking, oh yeah, this connection is all in my head. But I think that even if this isn't, I'm not going to make any judgments about, this is like, your the love of your life or like your future spouse or your life partner or anything. Even if it isn't a person like that, this is a person that you're deeply, deeply connected to on a spiritual level. And I think that that connection, the spiritual nature of your connection, is going to bolster your own like spiritual psychic abilities. Because I think that yes, this relationship is important, but I think that this relationship, its main importance for you is sort of highlighting to you how, you think about things, you think about people, and then that triggers the person to contact you. This is a relationship or a connection that is going to prove to you that your intuition is right, basically. So, you probably came to this reading being like, oh, I don't, no, it's probably is all in my head. But I feel like because this is a past energy, there's something that kept you holding on for so long. This is a person that you probably met a few years ago, but you're still to this day like, I wonder if anything was there. I'm still thinking about him. And I'm here to tell you, yeah, no, it wasn't all in your head. They think about you too, to this day. You guys actually do have some sort of soul connection, and I wouldn't be surprised if something happens in the future between you guys. Even if it is just sort of a brief reconnection, it's going to be something that proves to you, no, this relationship is not all in my head, or this connection is not all in my head. And also, it's going to prove to you, wow, I'm a very, very psychic person, aren't I? But okay, pile one, that was your reading. Oh, interesting. If you like this reading, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, especially subscribe because I would love to, visit you guys again or have you guys visit me again. And I would love you guys to keep up to date on all my readings. And let me know if you guys have any recommendations for readings that you would like me to do because I did, I'm just having more energy now, this channel is, the longer I sit with it, the more exciting it gets, which is a good energy to be in. So I would love your recommendations for new content or new videos. But I'm going to leave it right there and I'll move on to pile number 2. Bye guys. Okay, pile number 2, if you chose family, this is going to be your reading all about whether or not this connection is all in your head. So first we are going to get some initials, some Scrabble initials. So, oh my god, my legs, sorry. So just to confirm, it could be your initials, their initials, could spell out words, but we'll see. Let's see, pile 2. Pile 2's initials. Is there a person or words? So we have 2 B's, so double letters could be important. So we have, let's see, W-E-B, so Web, maybe that's your name, their last name, your first name. Web, W-E-B. We have Wet, maybe you guys are very sexually interested in this person. We have Wilt, like a flower wilting. Maybe this is like very, thinking about this connection could be very exhausting for you. So we have W, T, B, B, N, I, L, K, E, D, S, M. So let's see what other, we have like. So yeah, definitely have a crush on this person. Let's see, S and M. So yeah, very sexual messages coming out, I'm feeling. Okay, but yeah, I'm not seeing any other obvious names. Let's see, Ken. Maybe you guys recently saw a meme or saw one of the pictures from the new Barbie and Ken movie, and that's a synchronicity to indicate that you chose the right pile. Let's see. Seeing Wilson, even though we don't have O. Wilson, yeah, maybe that could, William, but yeah, so I'm going to keep the initials right here in case you guys want to keep looking at them. But those are some initials to possibly confirm the energy for you guys. But we're already you're definitely into this person, which is not a surprise if you're coming to this reading. But so let's get some energy about your pre-existing connection with this person, Here, I'm going to move these all the way over there. Let's get some. So what's pile 2's connection with this person so far? So this is just going to be a little opportunity for you guys to confirm that this is the right pile. I'm just going to see, who is this person? Who is this person in pile 2's life right now? What place do they hold in pile 2's life? This family person. So we have the Emperor, interesting. Someone who has a hold on you. Emperor, 10 of Wands. I think that that is just mimicking the Wilt energy, the energy I was getting of exhaustion. 10 of Wands is a 10, so it's completion, and it's exhaustive completion. And then 2 of Wands though. So who is this person in your life? I think this is someone that you really want. I mean, yeah, obviously, this is someone that you want a connection with. So you probably came to this reading hoping for, no, this connection is not all in your head, or just hoping for like a sign of, the potential of this relationship, because I'm feeling like you definitely want the Two of Wands. So the energy that this person has in your life already. So I think that they're probably someone a little bit, there's someone independent, there's someone self-sufficient, there's someone that you see and as the Emperor and you admire them for it. But I think that it's taking you a little bit, it's feeling a little hard for you to get their attention, because I just see how the Emperor is looking this way, and then the Ten of Wands person is looking this way in the same direction of the Two of Wands. So I'm getting like this is your energy and this is their energy. So I'm feeling like they're the Emperor, there's this person who's just sort of sitting pretty, being powerful, just very self-sufficient in their energy, very powerful, like almost like stereotypically masculine energy. They're very much in their masculine energy. But then here you are, Ten of Wands. You're like here trying to carry all of these wands, trying to like show them like, hey, look at all the wands I have. And they're just like their backs to you, and you're not even walking in the right direction of them. And then we have the Two of Wands where you're like, hey, look, like we could go see the world together. We have a lot of opportunity together. Like, don't you think that would be cool? Don't you think that would be fun? So if you guys aren't picking up already, by the way, I'm speaking about this. Okay, we'll get some cards, we'll clarify it. I don't want to speak too soon, but I am getting that as of right now, you're thinking about this connection way more than this other person is. I wouldn't be surprised if they're not really thinking about it much at all, which is of course like a disappointing thing to hear, but I mean, I did give that little warning in the intro, so hopefully if you guys made it over here to the actual reading, you guys are still okay to hear this message, but it's still disappointing nevertheless. But I mean, it doesn't, let's still get into it. Let's see. But okay, so is this connection all in pile two's head? Is this connection all in pile two's head? Because the thing is, just right now in this past, the current energy that they have in their life, like up until this point, the relationship has been in your head. So we have strength. We have strength. So is this relationship all in pile two's head? Oof. We had two cards though from pile one that wanted to come out, but they didn't. Ooh, and then we have the King of Pentacles. So that's interesting because the King of Pentacles always reminds me of the Emperor, and we have the Emperor right here. But the King of Pentacles to me is a more wholesome Emperor. It's an Emperor that's less obsessed with controlling things, and an Emperor that's more interested in, self-sufficiency, independence, which was the energy that this Emperor was giving me, So it's... Hold on. Okay, let me finish getting the cards, and then I'll give you some messages. So let's see, let's get one more card for, is this connection all in pile two's head? And then I want to get some clarifiers. So is this connection all in pile two's head? Is this connection in pile two's head? And we have the Six of Swords. So let's see, let's get some clarifiers. Let's clarify the Strength card. Strength card clarified by the Queen of Wands. Let's clarify the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles clarified by the Three of Wands. And let's clarify the Six of Swords. Let's clarify the Six of Swords. Oh, we have the Ace of Cups. So, all right. Oh, so this is a nicer message than how I was thinking at first. So, up until this point, I think the connection has been in your head, and I don't think that it's for any reason like, this person doesn't have an interest in you. I think it is for a reason like, this Emperor is so in his emperorness, he's not even looking at you. He's not looking this way. He's very self-motivated right now. And I don't think it's in a selfish way, but I think it's just sort of in like a, oh yeah, this is how I've always lived sort of way, you know? I think this Emperor is someone who's very, it's an interesting energy. I'm feeling like they're probably a very outgoing, sociable person, but I'm feeling like they're also probably, they have a solid, like, introvert side to them. I'm feeling like they're a sociable person, they get along with people, but I think that they just simply have goals and they have things that they want. They have incredible boundaries. They know what they want in life, and they're going to go out and get that. They have incredible boundaries, but that also means that they sort of pigeonhole themselves a little bit, because you guys do have, like, this connection. These cards that came out, like the clarifiers especially, it's, you know, it indicates some aspect of, you know, some aspect of, yes, this connection is all in your head, but some aspect also of it's only in your head because this person hasn't even given it the opportunity to come into their head. So it's telling me you have so many like movement cards. So it's very much promoting forward movement. But you know, the so I was like, okay, it's, you're really being encouraged to move forward. But I was like, is it move forward with this person? Is it move forward in some other respect? Because we have the Two of Wands, Six of Swords, and the Three of Wands, which are all to me very movement forward, you know, looking into the potential future energy for me. But the fact that the Six of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Wands, I'm feeling like, honestly, this connection is not all in your head, but I am here to tell you, I think that the purpose of this reading, probably for you guys, is to know that if you want this connection to ground, I think you are going to have to be the one to put in that effort. Because I think this person is just a little too much in their Emperor energy. We have the Emperor and we also have the King of Pentacles. And so, I mean, so, you know, the cards wanted to tell you, Spirit wanted to tell you that this person is like, you know, a boss person, but they are really in their own independent boss energy. So they're not really looking for a relationship right now. And I don't think it's because they're actively rejecting a relationship, but I just think that they're so content where they are, or they're so content with working towards what they're working towards, that they're not really trying to burden themselves with too many other things. So, you know, I don't think that this person is someone who's going to like go out and party all the time, but I think that this could be someone who, you know, every week they'd go to a bar with their friends and chill out and hang out. But this is someone who they don't put that much value into their social life, if I'm being honest. They put a lot of value into their career and into their, you know, building themselves up in that regard. You know, they want to think about their legacy. So they're not just thinking about their career, they're thinking about like their long-term future. And so that's sort of where they are. They're just not even in the energy right now to think about this connection. So I think, you know, this connection right now as it stands, it is all in your head, but it has the potential to not be all in your head. But you are going to have to make the first move if you don't want it to just be in your head, you know? Um, so yeah, we have the Strength card clarified by the Queen of Wands. So this is very blatantly telling me, you know, like, is it in your head? I mean, yeah, right now it is. And if you sort of stay off to the sidelines, if you don't become this Queen of Wands and make it happen yourself, then it's going to sort of remain in your head. So, I mean, for some of you, maybe this is someone, well, honestly, I'm getting for a lot of you, this is someone that you really do have a strong interest in, specifically, you know, because of like, you know, all of the few sexual messages that came through the Scrabble letters, but also the Ten of Wands and the Two of Wands. It's telling me you were like really willing to carry all of these wands for this person. And the Two of Wands, you really were carrying them in the hopes of, you know, creating a future with this person. You know, you were carrying those wands to prove to this person that you could be someone that they can build with, you know, take those wands and build a home together. But this person wasn't really looking at you and is still not really looking at you, not for any personal reason, but just for their own reasons. They're being a little selfish right now, but not in a bad-hearted way, just more so, you know, really just focused on self right now. So I'm feeling like you probably really do want to push this connection forward, but I don't think that they are going to have the inspiration or motivation to do it themselves. I think that they see you as someone wonderful, but I don't think that they really have taken the time to think about you or your connection that deeply. And so, I mean, I don't know how I feel delivering this message, but I feel like very much you are going to have to like sort of show them your 10 wands and very much like openly make the case for yourself to them about like, you know, why a relationship with you, you know, should be pursued, which is not always a comfortable message to deliver. I mean, I'm all for self-advocacy, but I'm not really for convincing people to see your own self-worth. But that is kind of sort of how I'm seeing it right now. And the incense just sort of fell when I see that. So, you know, the ball is in your court, obviously. I think that right now, as it stands, this person isn't thinking about you in a romantic sense. And so you're going to have to sort of put your cards out on the table and sort of like turn their head for them and make them look at the cards and be like, yes, we have potential in this connection. And I think that, you know, if you do that, they will turn and they'll say, oh, okay, yeah, I do see it. Like, this could be something. But I think that, yeah, this reading is just supposed to highlight to you, they really are in their Emperor energy right now. They're in their King of Pentacles. So anything, if this turns into a relationship, if you take this connection further, it is going to have to be you who pushes it forward. This person is not going to really take the initiative to do that just because they're so self-consumed right now. But okay, I am going to leave it there. Pile 2. If you liked this reading, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, but especially please subscribe so that you can keep up to date with my new readings, and also just to help me, you know, connect with your energy more, because subscribing and interacting and stuff like that, it does help me sort of tune into the energy, because I am an energy worker, which happens to be, you know, that's the reason why I only read tarot for my friends and family for so long, because, you know, it's better and it's more accurate to read tarot for people whose energy you're connected to, and I'm deeply connected to friends and family. But okay, so pile 2, that'll be your reading. So yeah, I'll get on to pile number 3 now. Bye, guys. Okay, pile 3, if you chose gratitude, this is going to be your reading all about whether or not this connection is all in your head. So, you're going to start it off with getting some Scrabble letters about your initials or their initials, just anything to confirm that you chose the right pile. So hold on, let's get that. So pile 3, Scrabble initials for pile number 3. Scrabble initials for pile number 3. Oh my god, I saw a huge hornet right outside my window right when I said this. So maybe that's a synchronicity for you guys, like bees or hornets. Ooh, MV, I'm getting MTV instantly, or MN, TN. So we have 2 N's, so maybe double letters in your guys' name. We had double letters for all the piles so far. We only have one initial, I. Maybe your name begins with an I, maybe theirs does. I'm getting IV. Maybe you guys recently spent time in the hospital. Maybe they did. Vin, wine. Maybe wine's important for this connection. We're also getting win, though. And then we have gratitude, so maybe there is an energy of like winning in this connection. Ooh. Wint, which reminds me of winter. We don't have the rest, though. Let's see. I think that is it. But yeah, so we have NT. So maybe you guys, NFT, that's coming to mind. So NI, Nicole, Nicholas, Nick, Vinny. But I'm going to leave the initials right here in case you guys want to look at them throughout the reading. Okay, that's what I got for you guys. Interesting. All right, let's see it. You guys got a lot of consonants, only one vowel, which is interesting. It's reminding me also of like the keyboard smashes. So I don't know, I'm interested to see what comes through in this group, because the fact that you guys have gratitude and then you had win, it makes me think like I don't know. We'll just see. So first I'm going to get, it's giving me good vibes. Let's just start off there for the potential of this relationship. Let's see. I'm first going to get some cards to see what their energy has been like in your life. So what's like the pre-existing energy of this connection. So pile 3, what is pre-existing energy of, this person in pile 3's life? Just to sort of confirm that you have the right pile. So pile 3, what is this person's energy in their life? We have the Chariot. We have the Chariot, and then a few other cards came out, but I don't want to take that many. So the Chariot, let's put the Chariot up. I love the yin and yang in that. So I mean, that's such wonderful. And then we have the 4 of Swords, and then we have the 6 of Pentacles. Interesting. So the pre-existing energy in your life is, I feel like, interesting. Hold on. So I'm gonna actually get a clarifier for the 4 of Swords. The High Priest. Okay, so I'm feeling like, I think this is a person. Honestly, I'm going to get clarifiers for the 2 others too. I'm going to get a clarifier for the Chariot. This is a person that you have a deep bond with. I don't know. I'm struggling to put into words whether or not this is someone you've known for a long time or if it's just someone that you've been connected to on a soul level for a long time. Clarifying the Chariot, though, we have the Sun. And then we're going to get a clarifier for the 6 of Pentacles. The Medicine Wheel. Oh, okay, so, wow, this is beautiful. All right, guys. So take what resonates. Take what resonates, but for some of you guys who could be in a twin flame connection or resonate like that, or resonate as being in one, this could be, this could be your pile. And it could be referencing that sort of relationship. So this person's energy in your past. Yeah, I'm getting... You may not have known this person, or maybe you did, but you didn't really know them. I think for the most part, though, you guys have been connected on some sort of soul level to just a very high level soul connection, whether it be like twin flame or soulmate or whatever resonates, I think that you've felt like you've had a person in your heart that you've been connected to, and it feels like so far throughout life you've just been like waiting to meet them. And it's an energy, it's giving me an energy of like, you walk around, you meet new people, and you're like, huh, are you it? Huh, are you it? Are you it? It's really reminding me of myself a lot, and I have on rose-colored glasses very hard all the time, and I can feel like that's probably your energy as well. So the fact that we have the Chariot clarified by the Sun tells me that you thought there were a lot of homecomings in the past. You probably thought that this person was like a bunch of other people that you had met, or you thought that the other people that you had met had the soul that this soulmate in your mind has, but I don't think that they ever really did, and I think that's what the 4 of Swords is, because what really confused me the most is just the ordering of the cards. We had the Chariot first, then the 4 of Swords, then the 6 of Pentacles, and obviously the Chariot is a beautiful card to start out with. It's homecoming, it's confident homecoming, though. Confident, secure, stable homecoming. It's you seeing what's in front of you, knowing what that thing is, and confidently going towards it. And that was clarified by the Sun, which is more beautiful energy. It's you seeing, it's you thinking, oh, that's the sun in the distance, and going confidently towards it. And as the closer you get, the more sure you are that it is the Sun. But then it's almost an energy of you get there, you get to the Sun, and then it's actually the 4 of Swords. You're missing something. Something doesn't quite hold up, or something's missing. And that's clarified by the High Priest. And what's missing is this sort of deep spiritual, psychological bond. I feel like you meet a lot of people and you meet a lot of really wonderful people, a lot of soulmate type people, but a lot of people who just simply are not this person that you have in mind. And so, these are wonderful people, wonderful connections, maybe connections even that you want to see through, but I think that ultimately they're just connections that never really ground, or they don't have a lasting grounding impact, because they're just simply, they aren't quite the sun. They're so close. Maybe they're a huge star in the sky, but they're just simply not the sun. It does feel like you have one sort of person, one sort of soul that you have in mind that you're trying to navigate your way towards in this lifetime. And you keep meeting people who are very similar to this person, but they just aren't quite that person, and you're feeling a little defeated. But then, the very last card that you got is Six of Pentacles. So you're given this person, you're given the real thing. It's not you going out seeking it, it's you being given it, that's beautiful, because that's just sort of confirming the energy of gratitude and the energy of, win that we had here. So I'll put that right there. Win. Because, it's like this whole time, like in your life, you were playing a game, the game like where you try to get your soulmate and, find this, perfect life partner. So you feel like you've been playing that game your whole life. And then the second that you take a break from the game, you're like, this is too hard, let's take a break. You're given it. Like, you don't even have to keep playing the game. You're just given the trophy at the end, you don't even realize that the game is over. You're so defeated. You're like, oh my God, I have another half to play or something. So many sports references. But but no, you think that it's only halftime, but nope, it's the end of the game and you're given this person. So that's a beautiful energy. I've rambled a little bit already about like who this person is, because obviously I'm spoiling the answer for you, but no, this connection is not all in your head. You have a lot of potential with this person. Like, only potential, like the best sort of potential. But let's get some clarifiers. Let's get some, let's just get some cards to begin with in general. So, is this connection all in pile three's head? I mean, I know the answer to it, but let's get the cards, let's get the proof. So let's see. Is this connection all in pile three's head? Oh, we have Justice. Oh my God, guys. We have Justice, and then we have the Six of Pentacles flipping over with it. Heck no, this relationship is not all in your head. We have the Justice, we have the Six of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. I love the mirrored energy of that. Like, no, you deserve this person. And then look, we have the Seven of Wands, which came out. Oh, I was waiting for this card. You know why? Because, so actually I'm going to keep these together as like two little pairs, because both these cards came out together, these sets. I was waiting for this Wheel of Fortune, because the Wheel of Fortune specifically in this deck, which was gifted to me by my mother, so it's a very, like, my first tarot deck, very near and dear to my heart. So this card, it always comes out for me in reference to my twin flame journeys, so I am not surprised at all that it's coming out for you guys, specifically because we had the Medicine Wheel, which is the Wheel of Fortune in this deck, come out. And so I was thinking, oh, this is obviously very, very important, but not gonna lie, the Medicine Wheel in this deck is not nearly as important as the Wheel of Fortune is in this deck to me. And the fact that the Wheel of Fortune in this deck came out, congratulations, guys. It is not only not in your head, but this is most certainly going to turn into a long-lasting, beautiful relationship. I mean, look, the Justice card is telling me you've been through so much SHIT in the past. You've been through so much stuff. You've had so many connections, almost ground, but didn't, because they just simply weren't this person. And, throughout all of these trials and tribulations of not actually finding this person and feeling so defeated at that, you gradually sort of, curated a tool belt for yourself where you were better able to decipher the energies that come into your life. So with every sort of barely failed connection, every sort of near miss where, oh, this person's almost my perfect person, but they're not quite there, but I'm still going to go after them because I don't know if my perfect person's going to come around ever. Every time that you almost try to circumvent your own standards, ever so slightly, just because you're bored and you want this relationship to come into your life quicker. Every time you do that and lower your standards a little bit just to let in the people around you, the disappointment of those relationships sort of brighten your eyes to how you do have a set specific sort of soul in mind, and you shouldn't settle for anything less than that, even if it's someone who's wonderful, you know? For example, maybe you have a twin flame in mind and you feel like you know who they are, but then you meet another person who they have almost all of these traits as the twin flame, but they're just missing one thing. Maybe I don't know what it is. Maybe you really love, you know, physical affection or something, and this person is a rather like cold, unaffectionate person, but you're like, oh, but I think they're my twin flame because they're almost there. And even if they're, you know, even if they don't have that trait, like I'm so bored and they're perfect in every other way, I'm going to say that they're my twin flame and I'm going to go after it with all my might. And they ultimately disappoint you. And you're feeling very defeated from that. And I don't know why I'm going off about that for so long, but that's definitely the energy that you're in. And so I think that's probably what brought you to this reading, because you're like, man, is it actually happening this time? Like, could this really be, is this connection in my head, or is this connection not in my head, or is it in my head like all the other connections were that I've been through? But no, this one is not. You really do have the Six of Pentacles. This person has been given to you. You know, after all of this fighting, after you fighting your way through all of these bad connections, even if they're people who are soulmates, who are so close to everything you want in a partner, they're people who just simply are not the person that you've always envisioned for yourself, and you're being called to really stay in those standards and those boundaries because this person is here and you're probably inquiring about them now. And honestly, of all the piles, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the pile where maybe you don't even have a connection in your minds when you came to this reading, but you're being told that, you know, probably the next person you stumble across is going to be this person, this perfect match for you. So is this relationship all in your head? Heck no, not at all, in the slightest. This is so intensely heavily fated. You have gratitude, you had win, you had the Chariot card. The Four of Swords came out just to sort of clarify that in the past you felt like in the past you were wondering, is this connection all in my head? You know, so the Four of Swords is just here to sort of validate that this is a question that you've had a lot for a lot of relationships, and this relationship isn't any different. But just because you're questioning this relationship and asking yourself, is this all in my head, does not mean it is all in your head. It just means that you have been put through the ringer. You know, you've had a lot of potential relationships that didn't ground because it was all in your head, or you had rose-colored glasses on when you were thinking about these people and the potential of your relationship. So you do have a little bit of residual trauma from that, you know? You just sort of assume that this person is not going to be the person you think they are because all of the people in the past weren't the people that you think they were going to be. So, or they didn't hold the place that you wanted them to hold in your life. But this person is going to hold that place, hold it very well, very confidently, very securely. So is this relationship all in your head? No, it is not. It is so beyond fated, I can't even describe it. You have the Six of Pentacles twice in both decks. You have the Wheel of Fortune twice in both decks. Like, that does not happen very frequently. So congratulations. This is like basically the pile that everyone, I feel like, wishes that they choose when they come into readings like this. But I am going to leave it there, pile number 3. I'm going to most certainly tell you guys, if you really want to stay up to date on this twin flame journey of yours that you're most definitely on, if you resonate with that, definitely subscribe to my channel, because I definitely tap into your specific energy a lot. And subscribing to my channel helps me connect with it more, and also will keep you up to date on when I do post new readings. But I'm going to leave it here, you guys. Oh, I might as well tell you that the Page of Pentacles did flip over. So, I mean, this is telling me that if your relationship is in your head, or if you're worried that this relationship is all in your head, like, I mean, first of all, no, it's not. But then also, like, you're going to get an actual little pentacle of confirmation, you know, like this person's going to reach out, you guys are going to have plans together, you're going to randomly see them somewhere spontaneously, you know, you're going to soon get like a real physical reinforcer of, no, this relationship is not all in your head. But I'm going to leave it there, pile number 3. Have a nice day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Hey, group number 4, if you chose confusion, this is going to be your reading all about whether or not this relationship or this connection is all in your head. So I think it's so funny that confusion came out, because I was thinking about also only doing 3 groups, but then this was the 4th group, and I had to take it. Yeah. So let's see. First, I'm going to start off getting some little Scrabble, like initials. It could be your initials, their initials, just to sort of help you confirm that this is the right pile for you. And also maybe we'll see if any words can be spelled. Let's get some of that. All right, so pile 4. Pile 4's initials for them or this person or their connection. All right. So we have, first I saw L and F come out, and I immediately thought of Leaf, and I also, for some reason, thought of Leif Erikson Day from SpongeBob. So if you guys have been watching SpongeBob, or if you like SpongeBob, remembered Leif Erikson Day from the episode, or just saw something about SpongeBob before this, then maybe that's a synchronicity for you guys to confirm that this is your pile. So silly. Ooh, so we have the blank one also. So this is totally going along with the confusion. It's like initials. I'm getting that even if these are your initials or your person's initials, you're not even going to take these. Probably is going to be like a sign. I feel like all of the information probably that you get about this connection is probably very confusing. You probably get a lot of different sorts of messages. Maybe you watch a lot of different readings, and the messages that come out are very conflicting, and maybe you do have like a lot of trouble choosing piles when it comes to finding readings on this connection. So a lot of confusion. I'm getting dam, like like a water dam, something that's the wood put in place and the water to try and keep the water in place so it doesn't spill out. Dam, so I'm sure that that's also just like the normal curse word dam. So I'm feeling like, yeah, that's definitely adding to the confusion. There's something being blocked, information that definitely has just not come through to you, or maybe it is information that's come through, but it's just such hazy, confused information that you're not really able to decipher it or understand what that information means for you. So I'm getting laugh. Maybe this is a person like you have some sort of friendship with. That's obviously not the right way of spelling laugh. Oh, we have sad. So, I mean, yeah, the confusion that comes along with this definitely does make you sad. It's not the most fun energy day. So maybe you guys see each other during the day. Hold on, I have to go to the bathroom. Okay, I went to the bathroom. But yeah, this could be someone that you see during the day. Maybe you see them quite often. Maybe it's not even that you have maybe you don't even have to be really friends with them. Maybe you just sort of have like a cordial energy with them. But okay, so for initials we have D, A, E, Y, daily, M, N, blank, S, L, F. I'm also getting Sadie. Maybe that's your name, their name. Could be talking about, Sadie Sink from Stranger Things. Maybe you guys recently watched that. Let's see. Any other names that I can? Lee, Leah, Max. But yeah, okay, so that's all the initials that I'm getting. So to also help you sort of realize whether or not this is the right group for you, I'm going to pull some tarot cards on sort of the energy that this person has in your life right now. So, like just what's sort of the energy of this connection right now. So let's see what pile 4, what's the energy of this person, this connection in pile 4's life right now. So let's see, who's this person in pile 4's life? Sorry if you guys see like my leg or anything in the frame. I'm a very antsy sitter. Let's see, pile 4, what's the energy of this person in pile 4's connection right now? What's the energy of this person in pile 4's connection right now? The World. Interesting. So let's see. Let's get some more cards. What's the energy of this person's relationship or connection to pile 4 right now? What's their role in their life currently? So, oh my God, the medicine wheel. Interesting. So this is the Wheel of Fortune. And it had been wanting to come out, but it really didn't. Or no, it was doing the thing where it was like sort of between my thumb and the deck. So it wasn't readily coming out, but it also wouldn't go back into the deck. So eventually over time it did fall out, but it wasn't super ready to come out, but it also did not want to stay in. So it was definitely the card that should have come out, but it just took a little bit for it to come out. So let's see what else. Another card. And then we have the Three of Pentacles, which is interesting because I was getting the Three of Cups energy just because I was getting this could be someone that you have some sort of, relationship, friendship with. So I was envisioning the Three of Cups. So it's interesting that the Three of Pentacles came out. So I'm going to get some clarifiers. Can I get some clarifier for the World? This could definitely be someone that you, that's in your energetic, like, vicinity. So maybe this is something like a coworker. So the World being clarified by the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. But this could be someone like a coworker. This could be someone like a peer at a school or a program you attend. Let's get a clarifier for the Medicine Wheel. Clarifier for the Medicine Wheel. Why is this person confused? Oh, and then we have the Knight of Wands. Interesting. Then let's get a clarifier for the Three of Pentacles. The Pentacles. Ooh, and hold on. Let's get a clarifier for the Three of Pentacles. Six of Cups. Beautiful. So you guys, all right. So I'm feeling this is someone, okay, take what resonates. This could either be a friend, a coworker, a peer, someone who's definitely been in your like energy field for a little bit. The World is telling me that it's had the time. I mean, it's so interesting that we have the World and then the Medicine Wheel back to back. So two sort of cyclical, like round circle things, circle cards right back to back. Of each other. And clarifying the World, we have the Page of Pentacles, and clarifying the Medicine Wheel, we have the Knight of Wands. So pages and knights are very similar as well. The pages are there to deliver something, and the knights are sort of there to like action something. And so I think that this is someone that you've been around for a little bit. You've known them for a little bit. I think that you've had the opportunity to sort of develop some sort of friendship, friendly type energy with them. But I mean, the fact that we do have two cyclical cards back to back being clarified by two sort of court cards does tell me that there's something that still needs to be completed with this person. And I think that's sort of where the confusion lays. I think that you're sort of confused about whether or not this relationship is something that could be taken, to the next level. But I mean, I think that this is someone that you have a very comfortable past with, very comfortable energy with. I'm feeling like you probably really got to know them over time. So even if this is like a coworker or just a peer, I think it's, you've been involved in projects with them, and I think through those, shared projects, you were able to really develop or strengthen your guys' connection. So I think it could be mixed. For some of you, you guys could be in like a full-blown friendship with this person. For some of you guys, you could just simply be very friendly acquaintances with this person. But regardless, there are cycles. There's a cycle that needs to be completed. Because we have the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, so there's definitely some sort of action, message, offering that needs to be delivered to sort of like complete this cycle and to erase this confusion. There are things that you are still not really aware of. Page of Pentacles is telling me, yeah, you need some sort of like bit of information, but also I think that not just information, I think you need action too, because I think you've probably been getting a lot of different readings on this person, this situation, and I think it's gotten a little bit confused in your head, and you're a little confused on, you know, their intent versus action. And I think that, you know, that's what's sort of getting you confused. You're trying to read about you're trying to absorb all of this information, all of these readings that are trying to elicit what this person is thinking and their intentions and their feelings. And you're not really focused on outright what are their actions showing you, how they feel, you know. So I think that's a message for you guys. I think you're being called to focus less on trying to read this person's mind and focusing more on outright what are their actions that you can obviously see, what are those actions conveying to you. But let's see about the potential of this connection. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of like you're trying to read their mind, you're trying to second guess their actions, or yeah, there's just, I mean, there are no swords cards that are here, so there's no actual communication. There's the closest that I'm getting to, like, you know, something about communication and clarity is the Page of Pentacles, which is just sort of an offering of action, an offering of something physical. It's not anything verbal or mental. So I think that you're being called to really observe this person's actions and to focus on that. Focus on the things that you can actually see and observe. Stop obsessing over, you know, any sort of alternate intention or any sort of like background thought, because you're never going to be in this person's head. And even if you ask them outright what they're thinking, maybe they're not even that sure about what their intentions are. So you're really being called to just focus on this person's actions. But let's see what let's just get to the root of it. Is this connection all in your head? Let's see, is this connection all in pile 4's head? So we're getting the 8 of Cups. Let's get another card, or 2 more cards. So we're getting the 8 of Cups, the 10 of Wands. And let's get something else. 1 more card. 8 of Cups, 10 of Wands, still no swords cards. Is this connection all in pile 4's head? Then we had 2 cards that flipped out, one after the other. Oh, interesting. So we have the Page of Wands and then we have the Justice card. So let's actually, I'm going to put those one next to the other. I'm going to put Page of Wands first and then the Justice. So this is so interesting because the Page of Wands for me has been coming out as like a beacon or sign of relationship. So it's a hopeful card, but I gotta be real, the 8 of Cups and the 10 of Wands, those are not that hopeful of cards. But I'm gonna get some clarifiers. So can you clarify the 8 of Cups? So for the 8 of Cups, oh, we got 2. Page of Pentacles again and the 2 of Cups. So is this relationship all in your head? Okay, let's keep going. Is this relationship? Let's clarify the 10 of Wands. I want to get all the cards out before I relay the messages. Let's get 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. I'm getting that you probably have very heavy water energy. I'm getting just a lot. Wow. And then you have the world again. That's incredible. That's incredible. The world, the world. Page of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. I love the synchronicities and the mirrored energy of it. So let's see. Let's get it clarified for the Page of Wands. But I'm definitely getting that you're probably a very watery person, a very emotional person. And I'm getting that they're probably very fiery. So that is a little bit, that's sort of where the disconnect is also coming, because they're very much action oriented and they're all about, passion, living in the moment, excitement, and you're very much insular and you have a very contemplative, emotional energy to you. So while they're out having fun, you're in thinking about them having fun and, second guessing things in this connection, or, wondering about underlying energy, whereas they're very much focused on what they can see. You're focused on what's underneath the surface of things, and so that's sort of where the disconnect is also, because they're not thinking about things the way that you are. They're not thinking about this connection the way that you are. That's not to say that I don't think that they think about taking this connection to the next level, but I don't think that they're as worried and stressed about it as you are. And so I think that you may be misinterpreting that on their end. I think that maybe you see how stressed and all-consuming this relationship is for you, all-consuming in the sense of you're constantly thinking about it, constantly getting messages about this person, thinking about whether or not it'll go to the next level. And this other person is more so, they're taking life as it comes, taking it one day at a time. They're enjoying their connection with you. Maybe they're hoping for something more, but they're not too stressed about it. They're just they know that you're in their life, and they know that, if things are meant to progress more, that they will progress. But you're very much obsessed about the future and obsessed about whether or not it will progress, whereas they're sort of just letting it come as it wants to. But let's get a clarifier for this Page of Wands. So, so don't take that personally if you're thinking I don't think that it's undermining how much they care about you, the fact that they're not that stressed about this connection. I think that it's more so talking about them and their character. They're just naturally sort of more of a go with the flow type person. They're not the type to try and obsess and kill themselves over things that they don't have to worry about, so they know that you're in their life. They know that you guys are friends or friendly right now. They know that they'll keep seeing you, so they're if it happens, it happens, and I hope it does, but I'm not too pressed about it if it doesn't. Or not even they're not too pressed, but they're not going to beat themselves up worrying about whether or not this relationship is going to progress when they know that that's not going to do any good. They're I'm not gonna worry about this connection. I'm just simply gonna go out and try to make this connection all that it can be, and I'll see where it lays after that happens. Let's get a clarifier for the Page of Wands. This is a very delicate sort of topic, so I really do want to get out all of the cards before I clarify anything. Wow, Page of Wands getting clarified by the Three of Pentacles. That's incredible. Because we have the Three of Pentacles over there too. Once again, I love how mirrored this is, and something is to be said about, the past energy mirroring the future energy. So let's see, let's get clarifier for Justice. Let's get a clarifier for Justice. Ooh, I have a beautiful message to deliver after this. Okay, well, too many things are coming out first. Let's regain the energy. Let's get a clarifier for Justice. Ooh, okay, so Justice getting clarified by the Strength card. Okay, so I do have a beautiful message to deliver. I'm not sure how excited you will be about it. But let's say this, okay. I cannot really give you a clear yes or no, is this relationship in your head? Well, what I can give you is I can tell you that you are definitely thinking about and worried about this connection way more than this person is. So in that respect, it's a little bit in your head. But this person has romantic interest in you. They have feelings for you. They're just simply they're not obsessing about it to the extent that you are. And if I'm being honest, I don't think that you're obsessing about it in a way where it's just you genuinely loving this person. I think you're obsessing about it in a way where you're very eager for the cycles to complete, and you're just sort of really wanting this person to be it, and you're wanting this person to just sort of be your means to complete these cycles. So you're feeling there is some sort of like, unhealthy attachment to the outcome in this situation. And so in that regard, it is in your head just because you're sort of connected to this situation and this person for reasons other than just your feelings for them. But so the beautiful message that I do have to deliver is that this confusion is going to be eradicated soon. You're going to get clarity because, we have the World and we have the Page of Pentacles here. And, before I was relaying the message of this Page of Pentacles wants to give that pentacle to sort of complete the cycle of the world, to regain clarity out of this confusion. And so the fact that we have the World here and also the Page of Pentacles is telling me that that's going to happen in the future. You're going to receive a pentacle, you're going to receive clarity on this, and whether that is this person explicitly asking you on a date, or it's this person telling you, actually, I'm seeing someone else and I have an interest in someone else, it's going to be some sort of little physical offering of clarity for you to help ease this confusion and complete this cycle. And so it is going to be open. For different people, it'll be different things. So for a lot of people, this confusion is born out of the fact that this relationship is going to be the real deal, and you're confused because sort of you're being taught to detach from the outcome and let this relationship be brought to you. Or you're confused because you're soon going to be coming into union with someone that you think this person is. So it really is split. For some people, you're meant to just sort of remain in this friendly Six of Cups energy with them, Three of Pentacles energy, where you have a good time with them, you make things, you hang out with them, you have a good time, but maybe you're not supposed to settle down with them into a long-term partnership. But for others, you are supposed to. But the message for all of you is that you're consuming too much information about this relationship and this connection, and you're supposed to detach from it, and you're being called to focus on the actions. You're being called to try and release your emotional connection to this as much as possible. And the way that you can do that is by sort of resitting in your own energy. So maybe instead of watching tarot readings about connections, watch tarot readings about you and next blessings to come into your life, or lessons that you were supposed to learn, or what your guides want you to know. You're being called to turn your energy back on you so that you can so that you don't have so much other energy bombarded at you. You just have a lot of messages coming at you right now. You're consuming a lot of content, and it's causing this confusion. But soon you're going to gain clarity. I think so. Is this relationship in your head? It's split for some of you guys. I think regardless, you guys do have a strong connection with this person. But I think that to some extent, you're in your head about this way more than this other person is. So there is some aspect of this connection that is in your head because you're sort of feeding more energy into this than the situation calls for at this time. So I think that maybe like it's an energy of like the confusion is all in your head, or like the lack of clarity almost is all in your head. It feels like you're just consuming content, and it's not even that you're purposely meant to be confused right now, but it's just like you're confusing yourself. I know sometimes spirit guides try to confuse us to try and guide us to the right path, because sometimes they know better than we do. But I think right now you're causing yourself to be confused, and you're being called to really pull back energetically and focus on yourself, because very soon you guys will be given some sort of little instant to sort of close out the cycle in this connection. And so, yeah, it's going to be something like this person asking you out on a date, or them, like, I don't know, insinuating or implying that they're romantically interested in you, or them implying that they're not romantically interested in you, you know? So it could be, I think this is giving me energy of like dropping a hint. They're going to drop a hint in some regard, and you're being called to really take that hint as your answer. So you're being called to be on guard for this hint. It's going to be a hint where they're like, oh, you want to, you want to go to for coffee, just us sometime? Or it's going to be a hint where they're like, oh, like they show you their Tinder or something, and they're like, oh, do you think that my profile's good? And if that's the hint, then you're being called to take that as this relationship being all in your head, So it's either they're going to make some sort of hint to you to hint towards wanting a romantic connection with you, or they're going to hint towards wanting a romantic connection with someone. And if it's just with someone, then they're trying to imply that it's not with you. So, they could be getting ever so slightly the energy that maybe they are starting to pick up that you're interested in them. And so based on that, they could either be trying to reconfirm to you that they're interested too, or they're trying to let you down softly that they're not so interested. And they're going to let you down softly by doing something like, just, telling you, oh, I think that person's really hot. Or they'll be like, oh, do you think that this person will ever go out with me? They'll drop hints about like being interested in other people as a way to let you down softly. But I think for a lot of you, they could also be dropping hints that they do like you, but the main message here is that you're in your head more than you're supposed to. You're causing yourself to be confused, and you need to just withdraw and focus on the action, because very little is said. We still don't have any source energy. Very little is said at all. So you're being called to focus on whatever is said, whatever actions are taken, and you're being called to really take them as it is and use that as your answer. So soon after this reading, be on the lookout for anything that this person may say to you, any hints they may drop, because that's going to be your answer about whether or not this connection is going to grow into something romantic, or if it's going to stay as sort of like the cordial friendship that it is now. But pile 4, that was your reading. I think this was definitely a longer pile than all the others. Sorry. But if you liked this reading, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, though, definitely, because I know that this is an energy that I deeply resonate with. So I know this is an energy that comes out quite frequently. So if you resonated with this energy, this reading, and would like to stay up to date on your connections, please subscribe so that you get notified when I have a new reading. Oops. But have a nice day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.